Greetings everyone, this is Cloud, the teacher from TOEFL Excellence, welcoming you back to another day of TOEFL Excellence. So let's go to it. So first of all, if you've been following the emails that I've been sending you, you should already have gotten through the first course in the system, which is the Introduction to the TOEFL iBT exam. And today, I want you to get started on the next incredibly important course, which is called What You Need to Know and Have Before You Register for the Exam. So, let's log in. Remember from the first email, you should have saved your login information, so you don't have to try to remember that. We'll press the login button. We go to our account page, and then remember we have to go to the system. Alright, so here on the system page, we need to scroll down. Now you should have already done all of the lessons in step 1. Today we're going to step 2, before preparation. So it says here, do you have what it takes? Now, what this means is there are a lot of things that you have to know and you have to have before you can even think about registering for the TOEFL exam. If you don't know or have these things, there's absolutely no point in registering until you get those things or you learn those things. So let's click on this box here. Remember, you can click anywhere in the box. And as you can see, the title is What You Need to Know and Have Before Registering for the TOEFL iBT exam. As I mentioned in one of the previous lessons, all of the course pages look very similar, but the things that are written in these places is different. So make sure that you still read it even though the page looks similar. The information is different. Once again, we have the README, the resources, the contact page. Once again, this is the same everywhere. But once again, even though this looks similar and sometimes it will have the same links as in another lesson, but you should still check because sometimes this information is different depending on what course you're on. So this is the course that teaches you everything that you need to have and know before you register. So we have the necessary English skills, the ability to type, you have to have enough money, the ability to accommodate your schedule. I get a lot of people that send me messages asking if they can, well, first of all, they ask me if I can change the time of the exam. I can't do that because I'm not affiliated with the organization that created and administers the exam. I just help people to prepare for the exam, so I can't do anything about changing it, but I can guarantee that if you register for the TOEFL exam, there is no way that they are going to change the date or change the time of your exam just because of some inconvenience in your life. You need to accommodate your schedule to the schedule of the exam that you registered for. You have to have the ability to travel. A lot of times the exam is not in your city. In fact, some people even have to travel to a neighboring country because their country or the country they live in does not have support for the TOEFL. So you have to have the ability to travel, the ability to remain focused. You have to be able to concentrate, the ability to hold it. You only have a 10-minute break in the middle of the exam, so you have to be able to hold it, meaning not go to the bathroom. Otherwise, you might miss the first of the speaking task. You have to have at least 3 months before the exam to prepare. This is not a requirement, but this is highly suggested, and actually, when you read this, you'll find that I also suggest that you have an additional month after the exam for the scores to be delivered to the university or the organization that you are taking the exam for. This is all explained within the lessons of this course. You also have to have proper identification. If you're taking the TOEFL exam to go to a different country, well, then you need to have a passport. Some people send me messages asking if they can use their student ID. No, it has to be a government ID, and if you're going to a different country, you're going to need to have a passport. This is one of the reasons why it's a good idea to schedule your exam 3 months ahead of time, because some people don't have a passport and they need to do that. The process, it takes different amounts of time in different countries. So if you don't have a passport, you should get your passport or start the process before you register for the exam. You also have to have confidence in yourself. I can't give you the confidence, but one thing I can give you is all of the information and resources that you need to be successful in the TOEFL exam within the TOEFL Excellence Training System. And that will definitely help you with the confidence. Plus, I also like to give lots of encouragement all throughout the lessons. A lot of other teachers like to say, "Ooh, this is very difficult. This is very tricky." I don't agree with that at all. You can do this. There's nothing difficult about the TOEFL exam. All you have to do is learn how to do it. So let's take a quick look at some of these lessons. These are short lessons because the information, well, it's really simple. And this is not talking about the strategy for the exam. So it looks very similar to the lessons that I've already shown you. This one doesn't have a video, but it has the same type of a thing. There's a GIF because I think that they're much more fun than just regular pictures. And I also like to use pictures that have nothing to do with tests and school and all that kind of stuff because most people don't like school. Or they don't like studying. They don't like doing that stuff. So I like to have fun. If we're not going to have fun, there's no point in coming to class. So you just read through the texts. Once again, there are summaries at the bottom of each of these lessons. Make sure you mark the lesson complete, and then you can go back to the course page. And once it's marked complete, you'll see that there's a check mark there, and then just go on to the next lesson and read through the lesson, click the mark complete box, and do the same thing for every single one of these lessons in this course. This course right here should not take you more than, you should be able to do this in 15 minutes, 20 minutes. So this is a quick one, but it's one of the most important courses to do. It's more important than registering for the exam, because if you don't have these things, at least if you don't have them right now, you need to get them before you spend any money on the exam. Because if you have a problem and you register for the exam in, say, 2 weeks' time or 1 month time, but then you find out it's going to take 5 weeks to get your passport, well, that could be a problem. Or it could be any number of things. So that's why I say that this is one of the most important courses in the TOEFL Excellence Training System, because this will determine your whole plan for when you're going to take the exam, if you're going to take the exam, and how you're going to move forward. So that's your mission for today. Do the next course in the system. It's what you need to know and have before registering for the TOEFL exam. And once again, when you're on the system page, you scroll down, and that's in step 2, before preparation. So click anywhere in this box, and you will get to that course, and that's your mission. And if you have any questions, as always, you can contact me through the link in the contact tab, the contact button, or you can send me a message on the chat box down in the bottom right-hand corner. Just remember that if I'm not available to answer your message on the chat box right away, it's probably because I'm either in a class or somehow occupied at the moment. I don't have a large staff, but I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. And when I do, you'll receive an email that says that I've answered your message in the chat. All right, so that's it for today. Once again, my name is Cloud. I am the teacher at TOEFL Excellence. I look forward to seeing your progress on the TOEFL Excellence Training System. Have an excellent day.